Welcome to the King Films 2021 Gold Cup predictions, and let's get started with the Group A standings. We've got Mexico, El Salvador, Curacao, and Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm going to have this being a very one-dimensional group, with Mexico taking all three games. Mexico is far superior to both these other teams. And then we have El Salvador and Curacao, who are very similar teams, and I am going to have El Salvador taking this game. They qualified through the Concacaf Nations League, League B, Group B, first place, and Curacao was League A, Group D, second place. So these teams will be in a similar group next year, with El Salvador moving up, so they're trending in the right direction. They were able to qualify to the next round of the World Cup qualification by beating St. Kitts and Nevis in the second round, where Curacao is currently out after losing to Panama. So I see this being a very good game, but I see El Salvador beating Curacao, and then Curacao taking care of Trinidad, who's been a really bad team so far throughout both World Cup qualification, and they just did enough going to penalties against French Guiana to make the Gold Cup altogether on the last possible day, so I have them getting no points, and I would be shocked if they did. Moving on to Group B, we've got the USA, Canada, Martinique, and Haiti, and I see this group being rather one-dimensional as well. USA sweeping the wins, beating all three teams, and then I've got Canada beating Haiti and tying Martinique. And then I see Martinique being able to tie both Haiti and Canada to give themselves third place, but it will not see them through, as only the top two teams make it through here. Martinique is not in the World Cup qualifying, but I do see them getting third place in the group. And if they could get a result against Haiti, that could put them in the position to get second, but I don't see that happening in this prediction. In Group C, we have Jamaica shocking Costa Rica, winning 2 and drawing against Costa Rica, but I see them having a better goal differential in their 2 games against Suriname and Guadeloupe. As for those two teams, I have them drawing, as they're very similar in nature, and I see this group being rather two-sided, with Costa Rica and Jamaica being clearly the better teams, and goal differential only separating them. So both of those teams will be fun to watch in the knockout stage. It is worth noting, though, that I usually have Costa Rica winning this group, but they are very out of form as of late. I believe they've lost 5 in a row. I mean, granted, to tough competition, but they've been on the wrong side of a few results in a row, and Jamaica's only been on the up and up. So that is what I have happening in Group C. And finally, in Group D, this is quite frankly the group of death minus Grenada. We've got Qatar, Honduras, and Panama, all vying for 2 spots. 3 teams for 2 spots in the group stage, and I see Qatar getting it done in the group, getting 2 wins and 1 draw. I'll explain how this works in a second. I see Qatar beating Honduras and beating Grenada, but tying Panama. Qatar has had some pretty good results thus far, and while Honduras is a great team, they're one of the top 5 in Concacaf right now. I do see Qatar, which is rolling right now, beating Honduras to claim themselves the first spot in the group. Honduras, I see beating Panama and Grenada, and then Panama, I see them getting a draw against Qatar, but a win against Grenada, but then a loss against Honduras. So that would place them in third place, and they're probably the best team to not make it out of the group stage under this prediction, with 4 points in a very harsh group. So let's see where that brings us in this knockout stage. So starting with the top left, we've got Qatar against El Salvador, and I'm going to have Qatar winning. They're in great form right now. They've gotten some results. They've tied Costa Rica. They've played well in AFC World Cup qualifying. They're one of the best teams in the AFC. So I see Qatar winning that matchup. Then US against Costa Rica. This is going to be a good match, but I see the U.S. winning. Costa Rica will be able to get some steam behind them in the group stage, but the U.S. is just too hot of a team right now. They won the Concacaf Nations League with a massive win over Mexico. And speaking of Mexico, I have them going down in the first round. On June 12th, Honduras and Mexico played to a full-time draw, and in these tournaments, shocking results like this can happen every once in a while. Honduras is a very good side, and I see them taking Mexico to the brink, winning in penalties here, granted, but I do see them stealing one. And then in Jamaica against Canada, the final game of the first round, I have Jamaica winning, possibly by a 4-0 lopsided scoreline. Canada's just not that good of a team. And then I see Jamaica beating Honduras. This is actually what happened. I think Jamaica is the better team here. Jamaica did beat Honduras earlier this year or late last year. I'm not really sure. It was a 3-2 result, and I think the same thing will happen. But I wouldn't be surprised if Honduras was able to win that matchup either. And then finally, in the final of the Concacaf Gold Cup, USA versus Jamaica, I see USA winning on their home soil. It would be hard to see the fan support not lead this team to a win. I mean, of course, Mexico could be in the final, but I still see the U.S. winning regardless, as they showed that they had the toughness, to come back against a great Mexican side in that Nations League final. And I think that they're the best team in CONCACAF right now. So thank you for watching these predictions. Please be sure to like and subscribe and comment your predictions below.